Hi, good morning, it's Romola here, and it is Wednesday the 3rd of June. So today, it's my daughter's birthday. We're having a Hawaiian theme, so hence the dress. Unfortunately, it's raining outside, so a lot of our plans have had to change. After all this beautiful weather we've had, I thought we'd be safe, but we'll have to have an indoor Hawaiian theme instead, and maybe redo the Hawaiian outside bits another day. So today we are talking all things crystals. We had a chat last week when we were talking, doing the outer space. We talked about moldavite and crystals and things, so it was really exciting. Hi Jane, nice to see you. You got your crystal with you. So I've got a huge pile. I should just move my coffee out of the way. Yeah. I've bought a stack of books. Not all the books, but a good stack of books. And I've got various crystals here, so we can have a look at some of those. I've also got, if I turn this, I've just moved my favourite crystal, which is here, right by me, my lovely amethyst cave. So, oh, that's funny, the light's just, there we go. Where's it going? There's an angle that gives me a nice orange glow, and there's an angle that gives me a cool blue. There we go, we'll stick with that one. Morning Vic, nice to see you. So yes, today we are doing crystals, which is really exciting. So one of the things I'm going to have a look at is, we obviously do our card of the day, but I've got this deck of cards. In fact, I've got a proper deck of crystal cards. Never mind, I'll perhaps do this. So this one we'll use for our card of the day. So it's called the Crystal Oversoul Attunements. It's got 44 healing cards and book by Michael Eastwood. And it's just full of really, what he's sort of done is taken the energy of the crystals and created these like mandalas from them. So they're really, really beautiful. So we'll use those for our message for today. In fact, we might do individual ones if there's just a few of us. Jane has got her lavender quartz and kyanite. Ooh, lavender quartz. That sounds interesting. What's the lavender quartz for? What's the difference with the lavender? Let me know. I haven't bought crystals for ages, apart from jewellery. I did buy some jewellery a little while ago with crystals in it, but I have got quite a collection upstairs, so when we get back to having the physical groups, we'll have to have a crystal morning. So this card is for the group. So let's pull this one, and we have citrine. Isn't that funny? So citrine is an amazing one. It's a card of wealth and prosperity. Let's just see what it says on this one. Can see if it's got anything different. So the citrine is one. If you've got a little tumblestone, to keep it in your purse, because it's supposed to attract abundance and money. So again, or I used to have a metal, or I have got a metal box for when I'm been doing therapy work, and I would always have a little bit in there as well. So 41 is the number. Citrine, it's the solar plexus. We know citrine is a master teacher on the qualities of abundance and wealth. Whatever we need for the completion of our mission in life is potentially available to us. We just need to learn how to accept it and learn in what form it may come. Abundance is a state of being, of feeling, and is free to all. Citrine reminds us that the world is a generous, joyous, bountiful place, that we can participate in this abundance we choose to. Our energy field oscillates at a frequency that reflects our beliefs. This crystal teaches us that what we believe will come into our reality. Citrine asks us to examine what we believe about life, to learn to raise the standard of our expectations with an open heart and mind. There we go. So that's that one. And then it goes on to talk a little bit more about about the oversoul of citrine as well. It's quite nice. So Jane says she was given it as part of a past life meditation. Oh, interesting. Well, if you'd like me to pull a card, one of these crystal cards for you, then please just pop a message below, and I don't want to be presumptuous and just start pulling the cards. If you just say yes or something, I will pull a card for you. So what I thought we would do today is if you've got any questions, we'll talk a little bit about crystals, if any questions or anything you want to know. I've got a link to done lots of blogs and things on crystals as well, so I'll pop a link to that. I don't know if I can comment while no, I can't comment while I'm doing this, so I'll have to have a look later. And I thought if you've got a crystal, or even if you haven't, you can use an imaginary one, because intention is everything. So, and we'll do a meditation with it to connect in it. So Vic, you have sapphire. Sapphire is yours. And let's have a quick look. Use this book. Let's keep it all consistent. It's number 9. It's an inspired, so it's to do with the third eye. So this is for Vic. Sapphire is an inspired luminous gem that guides us deep within our inner master and guide. Once this relationship is established, we can develop a sense of direction and purpose. Our inner master acts as an intermediary force between our conscious mind and our soul's energy. To connect and listen to this inner voice, we need to develop certain skills. The ability to still our mind, to listen and take our awareness to a deeper level with meditation. And then you will glimpse the real possibilities that are open to us. So it's connecting into the energy of sapphire, for that intuition, for that connection to your clairs and that inner knowing, that inner experience. So let's pull one for Jane. Jane, you have got Sugar Light, and that is number 32. So this is again third eye. It's radiates, it's subtle purple rays into the emotional layer of the auric field. Emotions can be calmed and balanced through the vibrations of sugar light, especially after shock, grief or upheaval. If you've forgotten that you are a vast multidimensional being, this is the stone to heal with. It helps us know that we are created by the same force that created the entire universe. It is especially nurturing for star children or for part of us that feels alien in this world and wants to fly amongst the stars. It will not space you out. It says, be here. The world needs you to unfold your wings. So that is Jane. Let's do one for Sonia. And Sonia, you've got Morganite. Beautiful, beautiful crystal this one is. It's one of my faves. It's a lovely pale pink. So it's the heart chakra. I'll hold that there for you. It's the master healer, encouraging us to heal feelings of separation. As a healing companion, this crystal asks us to merge with what we are resisting. Morganite's vibration encourages us to take our needs and ourselves seriously, to know that we are creating our well-being through our actions. If reality is not what we want, we need to seek out what it is that we need to do to change in order to achieve the improvement. It supports introspection, examination, what feelings we want to communicate. We have great potential and wisdom in our emotions, and this power can go for us or against us. Morganite benefits those who find that they can be easily overwhelmed by feelings, their own or other people. So that is the one for Sonia. I'll just put one for myself as well, same as I'm here. Petalite, also a pale pink one. So I wonder if this is going to be 38. This is the crown chakra. So this is for me. Crown chakra is one governing crystals overseeing our relationships of the crown chakra. It is through the qualities of this chakra that we start to comprehend the majesty of our own being and touch cosmic consciousness. It balances the pineal gland, the left and right side of the brains, helping to bring together intellect and intuition, encourages us to seek union with the divine without neglecting our body. Experience a balancing of the entire anatomical system through working with this crystal. This process creates a deep cleansing of the entire chakra system to help release outdated patterns, toxins, and inhibiting beliefs. That is awesome. So that is one thing I'm doing at the moment, is trying to balance the masculine and feminine energies. So I've got a piece of petalite somewhere, so that'll be my mission later this morning, to go and find my petalite, make sure it's all cleansed and charged, and work with it as this card said there. And that's everybody, that's fine. So yeah, crystals are awesome. I know you all enjoy a little play with a crystal. If you want to share what your favourite crystal is and how you like to use it, that would be great. A good place to start. What I like to do is I think my favourite has to be amethyst. I find it both grounding and very spiritually opening. I find its energy just really, vibrationally high. So like I've bought this. Oh, I bought this in Beverley years and years and years ago. So it's beautiful, and you're supposed to be able to put your hand in and sort of portal to another dimension. So it sits in our sitting room, and it sort of holds the energy of the house, or the family really. It used to be on a windowsill, but you have to be careful with crystals on windowsills that they don't get too much light and they don't sort of fade. So I did put a protective program around it so that it wouldn't start losing its awesome purpleness. But I think where I've had it in the room is probably a little bit dark. It's on the fireplace. It's a bit bleh. So I think it probably needs a bit of a cleanse. I might stand it outside in the rain actually. Might lie it down so the cats don't jump all over it, and then let it have a real good charge and find it a new home in the house. So yeah, so that's my favourite is the amethyst. It's pretty much good for everything. So yeah, let me know what your favourite one is. Let me just pick this up. Oh, sorry. So other things that let me show you some of my books. I have got a video all about all the books I've got, so I will probably share that here. Jane says, I love Amber, but I usually see what calls me or and where or carrot. Yeah, and your dog's called Amber as well. Was that a link, do you think? Was she called Amber before you really liked the crystal amber? Is that, or did the two happen at the same time, or was it after you had your dog that you then really found and discovered the ambers? I love amber. I love that prehistoric energy of it. I've had one. I had like a little wand of it on my desk. Oh, here it is. On my desk, the dining table. And so that's amethyst. It's got these lovely little bits of, things in it. I love that whole concept of the amber, the tree resin. Vic says labradorite for me is so beautiful. Oh, it is. That beautiful peacock sheen is just tremendous. Again, it's a really good one for holding energy in a room. I find it's really, really stunning, and because it's got so many colours. Which chakra does it link to? Let's see if we can see. I don't know if this book will say, but it's got so many colours in it, hasn't it? Lapis, labradorite. It could, it's maybe probably even third eye. Position is where over the higher heart chakra or hold or place. Yeah, it's definitely the higher chakras. I think you've got the green, but you've also got the blue and these sort of indigo shifting as well. So it's all these sort of higher and upper chakras. Yeah, I do love labradorite. Really stunning. And you can get some really pretty little pieces of jewellery as well. That's one of the things I often do with crystals, because putting a tumblestone in your bra is one thing, but actually having a nice piece of jewellery that I charge and program with certain aspects, or just to reinforce the energies of things, works really well. And today I haven't managed to. That's because the room was full of birthday presents and things, so I've got to put my necklace on. Yeah, so I like the energy of using crystals as well. And Sonia says blue quartz calming. Oh, very nice. Yeah, again, quartz is such an amazing crystal, and each colour has a different aspect of energy for it as well. So you just need to watch out that you don't get ones that are coloured, but yeah, the proper ones that are amazing. Blue quartz. So Jane's got her lavender quartz there, and Sonia's got her blue quartz. So lovely. So so I'll perhaps show you some of the other crystals. This one is, again, you can get crystals in so many different forms. This one is actually a tea light, but it's like part of the geode. And this is actually zeolite crystal, and so this is links in really well to the energy of Reiki. So I usually have a tea light in here when I'm doing Reiki as well. So that's the I always think they're beautiful, but they just need to be. You don't get a glow coming through because it's the tea light's so low. Yeah. Whereas this one, this is a selenite one. So selenite's high vibration, high energy. And it's a lovely tea light. It's angelic. It's an angelic ascended master archangel connection as well. This one, selenite and kyanite, don't get near water because they will melt. So some crystals you can't cleanse with water, and they are two of them that come to mind. So Jane says about the same time I looked through the crystal Bible to find a name for her, and it jumped out. When I looked at the properties, I realised she and it was just what I needed. Oops, hold on. As your mum was, I can't scroll anymore. As your mum was passing. Oh, it's interesting. Yeah, that was the energy that you needed. That's lovely. So yeah, there's lots of different crystals and things that you can do. I love them. And each crystal has a different energy, a different property, whether it's working on the physical, the mental, emotional, spiritual way. It's, so many lovely things to do. So if I share a couple of the crystal books, and then perhaps we'll do the meditation, thinking through. So this one, you'll all know, the Crystal Bible. It's my absolute go-to. It's the one I recommend for everybody as a starter. She has gone on to write. Yes, then. Out. Crystal Bible 2 and a Crystal Bible 3 as well. So this is just as new crystals have come through, and a lot of them that have come through in the later books are really high vibrational ones for healing and transformation, and a bit more rare. So these ones are ones are going to be more difficult to actually find. Not the books, the crystals within them. Whereas the Crystal Bible is a fairly basic book that all the crystals you will be able to find from a fairly good crystal shop as well. I like Spirit Walker in Oxfordshire. That's one of the ones I use when I buy online. I haven't got anywhere local to buy them at the moment. Another book that she's written. So Judy Hall, I should have said, is the person who wrote the book, the Crystal Bible, and she is pretty much the guru of all things crystal in the world. She's a British lady as well, I think. So she's got this one that's just called The Crystal Experience. This one comes with a CD as well, and it's got lots of different things. It's got a bit like journaling in there as well, so you can work with the crystals, do the meditations, and really gain that experience and go through it. So it's a really good book to have a go at and go through. So that's that one. And these ones are by a lady called Melody, and this is a course I did just over 10 years ago because I was pregnant with Karis at the time, and it's about the laying of stones. And there's two books. This one is Love is the Earth, really good book, lots and lots of information about a wide range of crystals and how the different energies. So that's about garnet. So it tells you so much information about it. It's a really interesting book, I find. This one, it's very, very chunky. And this one is the laying on of stones, which is sort of crystal grids around you. So you've got things like this, which have got arrow points on them as well, so to create for transformation. This one's for resolution, so you build these around yourself. Let me just see. Some of them are quite complicated like that, but you don't need all those crystal points. You just need to have a certain amount of them going in the right direction, and then you can put tumblestones to help build the flow. So yeah, that's Melody, Laying of Stones. Really interesting. So that's something I'm actually qualified in, but I haven't used for a very long time actually. But it just involves the use of crystals in grid format, actually around the body, and sometimes over the body, as well. So melody is a really amazing energy. The books, yeah, very interesting. And the book that we looked at earlier was this one, was the Crystal Oversoul Attunements by Michael Eastwood. I think I've got a couple of these actually, and these are the crystal books the crystal ones that we were looking at a minute ago. So, I mean, there's lots of other people that have, I mean, Doreen Virtue wrote books as well, but really Judy Hall is one of my go-tos, and she writes, you know, she's got the Bibles, but also she does specific ones. So around self-protection, around abundance, you'll find crystals with her that she's written around as well. She also written, I think she's actually with Hay House now as well. So there's a Crystals for Beginners, I think, or Crystals Made Easy that she has done, which is often one of the free ebooks that Hay House offer as well. So let us, if you've got any books you want to share, any authors, again, please feel free to add them in. And then what we will do is we'll do our meditation. Actually, one thing I will just talk about is obviously we've got the tumble stones, which are really handy. You can also get, so these are sort of points. You can get ones that have got, this is one that I use for Sikkim Reiki, and it's got 3 crystals on it. So it's got, it's just been naturally forged. It's got malachite, I think it might be smoky quartz, and I can't remember what the white one is. So you can get sort of natural ones like that. Then you can get them in more polished. These ones are some chakra ones that I've got, nice and flat. So they, you know, if you're doing a chakra healing, then they're sort of more disc-like, and they can go and go, oh, that's really cool. Can go on there. So you've got lots of different types. Obviously, you can get crystals that you can use pendulums. So that might be something we'll look at another time. So the pendulum works are really handy to work with as well. I was hoping I might find my petalite in here, but it's not, so I shall have to have a look later for that. So we will do a little meditation. So if you have got a crystal to hand, that would be awesome. If you haven't, then simply just hold your hand and envisage the crystal in your hand and the intention that that crystal is connecting with you, and that will work just as well. So if you want to make yourself comfortable and sit with your feet firmly on the floor, close your eyes and take in a few breaths in and out. I'm going to ask Mother Earth just to hold us in this earth space, in this ground. Connecting with our body through our breathing. And we're going to go straight in and just I want you to visualise the crystal. If you want, you can hold it open in your hands and just have your eyes sort of half open and just look at the crystal. So just keeping your attention on the energy of the crystal, just having a really deep look from the physical at what you can see, what colours, shapes, threads, prisms. And use your fingers just to, again, to smooth over. So again, you're just feeling in and connecting in to the energy of that crystal. And then you have a choice. You can either just hold it in your hand, or if you're drawn to place it maybe in one of the chakras, maybe based on the colour or just whatever it feels right for you, just pop it against the body or hold it in your hand. And ask your crystal what message it has for you and how it can help you. So I'm saying, Amber, I'm collecting into your energy. I love your sparkle and energy. What messages do you hold for me, and how can you work with me? Thank you. Just allow yourself just to feel the energy of the crystal. Trust that inner knowing of the message that you're getting. And you may feel drawn to move it, that's fine. You may have other crystals that pop into your mind that would work well, support. I'm going to thank this crystal for its energy and for working with us. And just check if there's any other messages, anything else that you need to know about working with crystals or this particular crystal. We thank the crystal. If you'd like just to pop it down. I want you to take a few deep breaths in and out, just connecting back into your body. And feeling your energy connecting to the ground, to the earth, to Mother Earth, where below all the crystals that ever were and ever will be have come from. And just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And when you find a comfortable in-breath, open your eyes to a new moment. Oh, excuse me. So it's just a really quick little connection in, but I like doing that with crystals, just the holding them, but also doing the looking at them, just seeing what they're like, what energy you can see, the little shapes and the colours, but also just having it, I think holding it against your physical body, either in one of the chakras or wherever you're drawn to, or just holding it in your hand and just allowing the energy of that crystal just to connect with you. And it's a really simple and beautiful thing to do. So whenever you get a new crystal, always cleanse it. So generally you can run it under a tap, obviously not selenite and kyanite because they will just melt, and things like moldavite as well. You probably, not moldavite, malachite. Yeah, so just watch the ites. I would usually just put them under water with the intention of them cleansing. I'll put them on a windowsill, on the sunlight, even on a dull day, or moonlight. Full moons are awesome, but other moons are good as well. So don't get hung up about just doing it once a month. Yeah. So and then the programming, which is what we were talking about the other day, is that literally holding it. So you can hold it and say if it works. I gave the example of rose quartz. Sorry, the cushion's moved. The rose quartz you might have in your bedroom, for example, in order to bring a new romantic relationship, and you program it for that. So you hold it rose quartz, please work with me to allow the vibrational and energy changes to allow a new partner into my life. Obviously, when the new partner arrives, you don't want to create a new partner. You want to change that to have a deep, fulfilling relationship. So again, you will do the cleansing, the charging, and reprogram it to have a different purpose. So, and one thing I suggested doing is literally, as you got your phone, take a photo of it. There's apps you can get where you can type over the photo. To do that, save that. Say, this crystal rose quartz programmed for such and such on whatever day it is. And then you can create folders in your phones as well, or download it onto your laptop, whatever. But you've actually then got a record of, one, what the crystal is. That's what I usually do, is take photos of them and put a name against them. Because then when you've got so many pink ones, they all can look the same. And the like morganite, petalite, and the rose quartz are very similar. So yeah, you can do that. And yeah, then you've got a record of what they are, and indeed what you've programmed them for. You could do it in your journal. You could have a separate area in your journal where you write the crystals and the programs that you've added to them. But sometimes just that visual, it depends how you work visually, it can work quite well, especially, like I say, if you've got multiple crystals going on the go. So Jane said, Simon Lilly, Illustrated Elements of Crystal Healing. Oh, I've not heard of that one. Not heard of that. Interesting. I shall have a look on Amazon for him and see. So yeah, I think they're my favourite books. There was one that Judy Hall did that actually came with crystals. It was a blue book. I can't remember what it was called, and I couldn't even see it upstairs, but it is there. But it had 7 crystals with it, so it was perfect, because actually when you're getting into them, you had basically a chakra set that you could then start using. And that works really well. Jane says she takes photos as well. I had to, going back in the day when I first got into crystals, which is probably about 20 years ago, when I first did my Reiki too, we did crystals as part of that. I had a piece of paper and I would buy the crystals, and I'd literally put the crystal on and write the name on the piece of paper and take a photo. And I've still got that, on my computer, so I can go and look back and see. But yeah, photos is brilliant. Sonia says, used Master Healer Clear Quartz. Oh, nice. Yeah, clear quartz it's awesome in its own right. It's a super powerful crystal with many different elements and energies that it can carry. Also, you can get them with different, so in different shapes and different colours, and providing they're not fake colours, that they will have that energy of the blue and the lavender that you ladies have been saying. But also you can if you've got a plain crystal, tumblestone, it's an awesome one to program with the energy of another crystal. So again, if you haven't got, like we were talking about moldavite, which is a meteorite found in the Czech Republic, crystal, and that one obviously it's fairly limited. If you get real stuff, it could be quite expensive, but you could program that clear quartz to have the energy or a specific property of the moldavite that you are looking for. So yeah, lots of things. I think clear quartz can often be overlooked, but actually it is just an absolute awesome crystal. So yeah, Jane said was the set book when I trained. Ah, interesting. So these laying of hands, the melody books, they were ones that I did. And then I don't know what, I did another crystal course. I can't remember who that was with. It might even have been in Yorkshire. Can't remember. But yeah, crystals were one of my first addictions. When I did my Reiki training, and then I got into crystals through the Reiki. Because we looked at crystal, I think we must have done a little bit of crystal grids or a little bit of working with them. Might even been level 3 actually. But yeah, that really got me interested in the crystals. And when I first got into crystals, the internet wasn't really there, and there weren't that many new age shops and things that you could actually go and buy them. So I'd literally go on Amazon and end up buying, I think I bought a block, not a block, but a box of crystals. They were all tumblestones, literally, not tumblestones, they were unprocessed stones, really sort of chunky, clunky things. And that's what you could get at the time. There was very limited choice. But so yeah, that's quite exciting as things have progressed here. So yeah, quartz is an awesome one. A go-to, if nothing else, I think rose quartz and clear quartz would be amazing. Like I said, I think amethyst probably is one of my faves as well. If I could only have one crystal, I would probably choose amethyst because it just sort of stretches me up. Jane says her crystals and colour were her first courses. Yeah, I think we've all got a little introduction in. So mine was Reiki through bereavement, and Reiki really changed my energy, opened me up. A little bit of crystals. I did a bit of I think when I was in Yorkshire, I did Indian head and I did Hopis. And my main one I did was reflexology, was the second one I did. And that was because I thought it's a mainstream one and therefore would be very good as a therapy to do. So I did reflexology. And yeah, then a whole host more came along. But yeah, crystals are awesome. So you can use I have got a crystal course that I did ages ago, like some day ones. I think Sonia probably came to that as well. Sort of 2 day ones. One was like an introductory one, and one was looking at grids and things and how you can use them to gridding for the house, gridding for, again, particular programmings and outcomes and energies and things. So they were, yeah, that was really good. So I'm hoping that, well, my aim is to get everything properly online, so I can actually share these tools and creations that I've got. But I'm feeling might do a crystal club or something where we can actually, yeah, integrate crystals with and each month talk about different crystal or talk about different use of like a grid and things like that. So there's lots of things whirling around, so love it. Yeah, crystals are, and they become a bit of an addiction as well with the crystals. There's always another that might be the solution, and that's one thing I try and hold myself back on, that not looking for the crystals to resolve issues, but I try now just to go within, and if a crystal pops up that will support me, then that's great. But rather than just buying this crystal because it's got an amazing property and that's the property I want and it's going to solve my life. Yes, Sonia says you did do it. Yeah. I think crystals and Reiki go really well together. Again, it's the way I usually cleanse my crystals, is literally hold them in my hand and channel Reiki to cleanse them, charge them, program it all in one go. Because usually, if it's a piece of jewellery, I will cleanse and clear, and I'll usually put it on straight away. And again, if it's a tumble stone or something, then again I like to clear the old energy quickly, and then later on in the day, when I get home or whatever, I would then do the more substantial washing and etc. etc. Yeah, there's a whole host of stuff we could talk about with crystals, so maybe we'll have a proper chat, another chat around them. So I don't know what the time is. Okay, so we didn't do a really deep meditation today, so I'm not going to do the traditional closing. You are welcome to follow the instructions that we've used in the previous times. So if you want to close down your chakras, if you want to pull your aura in, if you want to do any cord cutting, then again you're most welcome to. I don't feel we need to today because we've been doing more talky-talky and less spooky-wooky, although crystals are quite spooky, but we haven't opened our channels, and we've just been working with the crystal and we're grounded, so I'm feeling we are safe to do that. But like I say, you're welcome to do the grounding if you like as well. So I wish you all a beautiful day. We have got chocolate cake here later, so I'm looking forward to that, covered in Reese's Pieces. So that's my daughter's favourite. We're going to be having our Hawaiian thing, so I've got the flowers. I can't think what they're called. Halul house. I don't know. I've got the flowers and the headdresses and bracelets and things, and we've got flamingos and palm trees as well. It's all supposed to be in the garden, and yeah, not quite sure what we're doing inside. I think. Yeah, the book with the CD was this one. It's called The Crystal Experience, and it's a Judy Hall again. Really nice book with the CD. I'm gonna leave this one out like all my books, and I'm gonna have another go at going through this one because yeah, just to reconnect into that energy of the crystals. It's a nice, and I think it's nice to actually have something to follow, to rather than just having a crystal and having a bit of a play with it, but actually having something that you, and that's what I like about meditating with crystals as well, because it just really gives you that connection to that crystal. It's a share of energy. It's not all crystals will want to work with you, and not all crystals will want to work with you on specific issues, and you just get that knowledge for yeah, an experience. So love it. Yeah, so that's a nice one to look at. You are all lay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, so I'll be posting pictures with us all wearing that later. So raising our vibration anyway, and grounding through chocolate cake. Perfect. So you're most welcome, Vic. I'm sure we will have a lovely time. You're all welcome. And I shall see you tomorrow. So tomorrow is Thursday, and so at 10 o'clock it'll be a little visualization that we'll be doing. I haven't thought where we're going to go yet, so I'll have a consideration. If today stays a little bit wet, we'll be going somewhere warm. It'll probably be a tropical island. Perhaps we'll go to Hawaii. Yes, we'll go to Hawaii for sure. Yeah, we'll go there and either be on a beautiful sunny beach with the green behind us. That's what we're going to do. And yeah, maybe I'll bring my lei with me as well. So yes, that's what we're going to do. So thank you for your wishes for today. I'm sure we will have a fun day regardless of what the weather is doing. I think she's going to have, her best friend lives next door, which is very lucky for her. She's an awesome manifestor, my daughter. And so the idea was they were going to sit on the drive, social distancing, and have a picnic lunch together. And we sent a box over of stuff. And we've got lovely friend Sarah bringing some sausage rolls and cupcakes and stuff for them. But I think they're going to do, like Cara has now said, because it was the weather, she's going to probably want to do it. She said, oh, we'll do a video call instead. So she's going to sit inside in the warm. So that's what we're going to be doing, which will be awesome fun, I'm sure. So I wish you all a wonderful day full of blessings and joy. And I shall hopefully see you tomorrow. On Friday is going to be the book club. I need to get my act together and get some information around the some of the processes and things that they talk about within there that we can have a go at. So I will go and find the book, which is just over there, and I will have a quick check. I'll perhaps do a video on it, so you can have a look at that and have perhaps a little go, and we can just talk about that book. And then we'll get more organised as we move forward with the books on the Friday. So take care, and I shall see you all soon. Bye.